Hi guys, welcome to yet another episode, and I am your host Bianca Chena. Anyway, today I'm not doing an episode or interviewing anyone or talking about anyone or interviewing anyone. Is that the correct English? I don't know, but I'm here with a story time, and maybe it can help, it can motivate someone, it can enlighten someone. I don't know. So backstory, there are certain events that happened in my life um in the period of 2017. Yes, closing of 2017, getting into 2018. So the reason why I say that is, the reason I'm doing this is just to tell you that, you know what, no one can fight destiny, no one can fight prophecy. Like, I'm living in my prophecy fulfillment era. Back then I didn't know, but now I know. So I think I'm at a point whereby I just tell myself that be still. You have seen a lot, and God is always telling me that if I not commanded you, that be still, and I'll always for you to be here where you are, it's not by your might or by your power, but it's because of me. So 2017, there are events that happened into my life that shifted my lifestyle. So I went through something, and then I just felt in me that I needed some change. And change, I needed to leave the place where I had stayed, the area where I had stayed for the longest time. I used to stay in Ramsach because that's where I was going to uni. I was going to college there at Monash, and so it came to a point where I told myself, for things to get better, I need to leave this place. I need to create new memories, because if I'm in this place, it will keep disturbing me. So, and I feel like that decision, it was God pushing me. It was God pushing me, because it ended up me being in the hands of one amazing woman. Her name was Brenda, and we talked. I remember one day when she sat with me. We were sitting by the steps, and I was breaking down, because that was my lifestyle then. I was breaking down, and she's like, me, I can beat you. If beating someone has to make you feel better, then go beat them. But she played a pivotal role in my life, because she ended up linking me with another amazing person, another amazing soul, Caroline. I'm using real names here. She was one of the sisters that I never had. One of the people that up to this day I wish to meet again and just give them a hug. So now I have left the old house. I'm in a new house. I'm going to therapy. My therapist says that there's no change. And then she then asks me, like, what really makes you happy? Like, I've tried everything. By now you should be coming, and who should be on another stage with this therapy, but every time we keep breaking down, and I told her, I think the only thing that makes me happy is kids. Kids literally make me happy. And then she was like, okay, fine, then go and find a job, go and be a nanny, go and be a teacher, but be with kids. That's the only therapy advice I'm going to give you now, because I've tried in my own capacity and it's not working. So I went back and I was talking to Brenda, and then she linked me up to Caroline, and that is how I got my job, where I do my 9 to 5 currently. So that is how I got the job. I was trying to cover the pain that I was going through. I was trying to cover a lot. I really thank the 3 ladies, Brenda, Carol, and the lady who gave me a job, my boss. Because in that moment, I still say this, she is the reason why I am alive today. If it wasn't for her, I wasn't going to be alive today to testify. So now my routine in the new place was go for a run. If I'm not going to therapy, go for a run when I'm coming. You know, if you know, because I was now staying in Allensneek. If you know Hendrik, is it? Yeah, Hendrik Pot. So I used to go for a run in Hendrik Potgieter, and then I think it's kind of Hendrik and Jim Fisher. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the streets where there's a shopping complex. So I used to be like, when I'm coming back from my run, I go to the liquor store. So I did get hooked to my boss, and then I did go for an interview, and she was like, no, I will call you back if you eventually get the job. And that was it. So I never expected to get it. I was just like, you know what, my routine, go for a run, regulate my hormones, come back, drink, sleep, repeat the process. So on this day, I'm in the liquor store, and then she calls me, and then I had and she told me that, you know what, I'm gonna go with you in regards to the job, and you're going to start on the 2nd of May, and that was going to be in 2018. So that was going to be 2nd May 2018. So I was so happy, and for the first time, I just left the bottle there. I didn't take the bottle to go and drink. I left it there. So fast forward, got the job, and now everything still doesn't make sense. Everything still doesn't make sense until a point where I had my audit and I passed. I had my second audit in 2019 and I passed. So now that's when I had to go back. That's when I had to go back to a moment where we were going to church with my friend, and it was a prophetic Sunday, and we received a prophecy. So I had the same prophecy. So now sorry, there's flies. That's the boring thing about summer. So I go back to the time when I received the prophecy, 2 different interpretations, but it's the same prophecy. So back then I was in public health, but the prophecy I got was in social work for women and children. I will share in a separate video one day the exact words that woman said, and I see it manifesting in my life with my organization, Gynomothers Network, with me working with kids, with me doing events for kids, with me starting a podcast and helping women, children, mommies, daddies, and also doing the showbiz. So one day I'll do the specific prophecy that I received on that day. So now everything it's coming together now. I then go back to my mom and I'm like, do you still remember that time? Because when I got the prophecy, me and my friend left the church laughing that, you see when people try to be prophets and they're not prophets. I'm in public health and someone is telling me about social work, So yeah, we did that and life continued until to a point where I had now started to build my organization from scratch. So here's the thing. Someone said to me, Bianca, when did you start this? Some people just start. Some people just start things. Hey, when did you start thinking about these? And I'm like, the funny thing is, you thought you knew me. Hi. You didn't. You didn't know what I was on about. You didn't know my fundamentals, my principles that guided me in life. You just knew. I've got people who know me as a teacher. I've got people who know me as an events planner. I've got people who know me as a broadcaster or as a host. I've got people who know me as this fierce businesswoman. It just depends where you know me from. So now I'm living in my prophecy fulfillment era, and everything is now starting to make sense. And one thing I think that I have always told myself is the fact that it's not going to be a smooth road. You're going to have trials, you're going to have tribulations, and sometimes I talk to myself and I'm like, but God, do I really have to endure this? Because at the end of the day, if I look at my 9 to 5, or if I look at my businesses, I'm not there for the money. I'm there for the passion, for what the kids how the kids make me feel, and how me and my kids make each other feel, and just to create memories. And at least one day when they grow up, one of them will come out and they'll be on TV and I'm like, I remember my preschool teacher, she was a vibe. But yeah, so life happened, moved on, and now I'm focusing on the school, and I'm now building myself up again. I'm now focusing on my organization. So the thing with my organization, I'm going we are going for our launch next year. We're going for our launch next year. More details. I'm going to share more details as we move along the year, and as we start 2025. So when we go for launch, there is a specific MC that I'm going to go for. Now, I've got receipts because, like I said, there are some people who ask me, why this now? I'm like, dude, you only knew me 5 years ago. You didn't know me 10 years ago, or you knew me 8 years ago. You didn't know me 15 years ago. So you don't know what I was about. So I've got a specific MC. On the day of the launch, I'm going to share the message that me as a 15, I don't know if I was 15 or 16 years, between the ages of 16, 18, I was in contact with that lady back then, when socialites and celebrities used to be cool. Respond to messages, respond to texts. I've seen her, she's thriving. And funny enough, I want to contact her for the gig. But I am not going to share why. I will only share on the day of the launch, where I will be putting the screenshots. So that is like, let me just check my phone and see when we finalize. So yeah, the last chat that we did, no, the first chat that I did with my soon to be MC was in 2010, which is 14 years ago. And in 2011 I had a touch base again. 2015 I was like, hi, don't forget, we still have an event to do. I don't even know if this is still her number, but we'll see as we go. 2015, I reminded her that, you know what, I'm still in. That was early 2015. And 2020, 21, and 22. I still popped in a DM 2022. I was just commenting on this lady's status. So I have had this vision, this organization for a very long time. One lady said, "Oh, I saw your status. No, your newsletter where you are like CEO." Sure, people like titles. I'm like, ma'am, hi, do you know me? No, you don't. So we are going for the biggest launch in 2025, and I'm happy where God has taken me. I think what made me to take a step back a bit again was when we were looking for donors and sponsors, and I remember getting into contact with this amazing think tank, one of Africa's best think tanks, and she was like, I love your concept. I love everything that you have said, that you have outlined. I was with my friend then, but you need to go back and you need to be able to take care of yourself. Once you do that, come back to me, because now your concept is great. Your cause is great, but if I release the funds, you're coming from a hungry perspective. You're going to use all the money on yourself. So be able to afford life's luxuries on your own, and then you'll come back. And I haven't contacted him. I still remember we met one day on a flight in business class. But yeah, he's going to be one of the special guests. I'll send him a note soon. But just to tell everyone there that let us not be people who are quick. We live in a world where people are quick to want returns, to want money, to want benefits before they put in the work. 2010, if you had told me 2010 that I'll be here in 2024 doing this and this and that, having meetings with so, I would have laughed at you. But I had the vision still, but I had to grow. I had to make a name for myself. I had to invest in myself. I had to invest in my brand and what I stand for. And today I'm here. I'm still investing. I'm not even 50% there. I'm still work in progress, but with God, because this was a spoken word. This was a spoken word. This was a prophecy, and it's coming to pass. So if you're out there, you're an entrepreneur, you have a vision, you have you have something that you're passionate about, of something that was prophesied upon your life, and you think that this is insane, it can never happen, pray to God. Pray to have the spirit of discernment, pray to have an open mind, pray for God to sustain you. And just to the young entrepreneurs out there, before we talk about money, before you seek for funding, invest in yourself first, because we are quick to want to get money. We are quick. Oh, I saw so and so actor driving a Porsche, what. So it means if I go into acting, it's gonna make money. It's a process. Oh, I saw so and so doing a podcast, being a content creator. So it means if I become a content creator, I'm going to make money. It takes time. Oh, so it means if I am a so and so, if I start my organization and I'll also start speaking at events, it takes time. What you see today on me is something that have had a life of 14 full years. 14 for years. In June, this past June, I reached my 14-year mark. This has been 14 years in the making, and I'm ready to unleash the greatness that is in me. I'm ready to take on the world. I'm ready to tackle whatever that God put on my way. So yeah, and I also feel like timing also is important. In as much as prayer is important, there are a lot of things that if we do when the time is not right, it is going to just be a whole lot mess. So yeah, I think that is all that I wanted to share in this story time. That you know what, have faith like a mustard seed, and just know that when the time is right, the Lord will make it happen for you. The Lord will come through for you. And it takes time. It takes time to build a brand. It takes time to be someone. It takes time to be out there. It takes time for people to recognize you. Don't be in a rush. If you are starting something, excuse me, today in 2024, in as much as we want progress, always tell yourself that this is an investment. I might see the works in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, 10 years, you know. And yeah, stay true to yourself, stay prayerful. I love you, and I hope to see you on the next segment. I don't know what it will be. If it is a showbiz, we've got a show courtesy of Mbare Boys and Rich and Famous happening this coming month of Holy 10. I think it will be in Albulm tour. So I think the clip after this is going to be a showbiz where we get to explore the perfect album from Holy 10 that he's releasing. I'm sorry, my apologies, because I love him. He's my brother. You know, when they say you know, Samas Nyanga sound like that is my total